Out of the shotgun, Marino back with time, now under pressure, fires, completes the pass at the 45-yard line. And on the just underway in the Orange Bowl, and Marino back to throw once again. Looks to the right side, flips the little pass out to Nathan across midfield and upended. Get have Pete Johnson as the lone setback behind Marino as we get our first look at the big man, recently acquired from the San Diego Chargers, and he gets the football. Johnson bulling straight ahead. He has the first down inside the 45-yard line. Jesse Baker hanging on to make the tackle. The big refrigerator in the backfield. Well, he just met him head on in that last play as Marino back past midfield under pressure, loses the football. The Dolphins recover. Roy Foster, the left guard, on top of the football, and that's going to be one very important factor in this ball game, Dave, is whether or not the Oilers can keep that kind of pressure. At 7. Once again from the shotgun. Here's Marino with time. Fires over the middle, dumps the pass off. It's complete at the 41-yard line, and Tony Nathan is down, but he's going to be well short of the first down. It'll be spotted at the 48-yard line. The snap, and Von Schauman's kick. Boy, he really nailed it. It's long enough. It's no good. It's wide to the right side, but he...
Men up on the line. They're coming.
Dolphins with a 5-man rush. Pass completed across midfield. Walls, who has great speed, pulled down at the 45-yard line. Mike Kozlowski making the tackle for Miami. Webster, Smith, Roaches, Bryant, Walls, all in there, awaiting the pass from Warren Moon. Over the middle, the pass is completed to Steve Bryant. Bryant is going to be short of the first down, I think. They're on the move in Miami territory at the 33. Moriarty, the ball carrier, has a bit of an opening, and look at that second effort as he gets an extra tough 2 yards.
Well, what a big opportunity for him this week. He's got
5-yard line. Again, a third down situation. They need a couple of yards. Moriarty starts in motion to the left, comes back to the right. Handoff goes to Willie Joyner, the rookie running back, and he's going to be close to another first down. For the win, they've been able to put very few points on the board. They're trying to turn that around against the unblemished record of the Dolphins here in the Orange Bowl. And the crowd up for the occasion. 4th down as Houston goes for it. On the sneak, Moon inches ahead, and it's going to be close.
Gary, I'll tell you, that is one of the worst plays on short yardage. I really disagree with a quarterback sneak. You've got these running backs back there at 230, 240 pounds, and
that's the H-back, as they call him. Dressel in motion, and Moon wants to throw. Pass protection. Now the ball is battered down. May have been Doug Betters who had a hand up in the air. Now beginning to build here in the Orange Bowl. Play action fake. Out here to Dressel on the sideline, and bumped out of bounds at about the 14-yard line. Glenn Blackwood up there to make the tackle as we'll check some scores around the inside the 15-yard line of Miami. Joyner looks like he has the first down. Here are the setbacks. Moriarty in motion. Once again, peels back in the opposite direction. Joyner straight ahead, churning. What do you think, David?
I don't know. Again, it's going to be close. They are really making a pile there. Doug Betters.
The critical measurement is going to be short. 13-yard line. Marino, play action fake, fires over the middle, completes the pass, and on the receiving end is Mark Duper for the first time this afternoon. Marino perfect thus far. Well, I'll tell you, it woke this crowd up. The first time that the wave has ever been performed here by a Dolphin crowd. Nathan to the right side, getting up to about the 30-yard line. Kim Bocamper, and you can go on and on. Joe Rose, the latest casualty last week. You can be in trouble. But right now, here's Duper. Duper with running room, near midfield, sideline, bumped out of bounds. Turf as it's first down for Miami, now in Houston territory, and Marino wants to throw again. Why not? He's got the whole core out there. Hardy inside the 40. And Hardy, I believe, will have another first down or very close to it as they pick. Marino back, and look at the time he has to throw. Wide open over the middle at the 15-yard line, and pulled down Mark Clayton. Right now at the 16-yard line. Handoff goes to Johnson. Penalty marker is down as Johnson crashes forward inside the 10.
Number 64, offense, still first down.
As we see Clayton in motion to the far side, and Marino wants to throw. Here comes the blitz. They pick it up. Pass completed over the middle to the tight end Johnson at the 14-yard line. Threatening now in Houston territory, and Marino, who has really had the hot hand, fires and completes another one. Again, it's Clayton inside the 5. Loses the football. But I believe, let's see, the Oilers are on it. They say they've got it.
Houston, what a big play. They pulled that ball loose. They were tackling the ball, and I believe they're going to give the ball to Houston.
At the 5-yard line, but he coughed it up, and Houston moved back out. But here's Miami ready to go once again now after the change of possession. Nathan with running room after the 30-yard line. Robert better acclimated, but he says it's going to take a couple of weeks before he's really sharp. Play action fake. Flips the pass out here to Clayton. Clayton doesn't have much room to work. He had Jensen out there trying to throw a block along with Cleveland Green, who pulled against the ball club, the Oilers, who haven't won on the road in 21 ball games. Marino, great protection. Fires wide open. Duper at the 45-yard line. Houston territory. First down, Dolphins territory. Marino has Jensen in motion. Play action fake. Flips the ball out to Jensen. Jensen wants to throw. He's under pressure. And Jensen goes down. Buried back at the 47-yard line. 3:14 to go in the first half. Inside handoff, Tony Nathan across the 50. He's got room. Gets a block into about the 43-yard line. Bingham is over there.
Compounds the problem.
3rd and 9. Out of the shotgun. Marino has pressure. Rolling to the near side. Fires on the run. Completes the pass to Jensen inside the 30. Jim Jensen high in the air to pull that one down. And a big play on the part of Dan Marino. The Houston 27. Who would have thought that with 2 minutes to go in the first half in this ball game we'd have no score? Here's Marino looking for the end zone. Clayton is there. Miami touchdown.
The defense every which way but loose, not to coin a phrase, but there wasn't a lot of pressure on Marino. He's looking out to Clayton, and you can see how far away the defensive back is when he has to react. Tullis got completely fooled. He guessed that Clayton was going to all up, and they're going to maybe put a bomb up here to one of these super duper catches.
Marino over the middle. It's Johnson. Johnson still on his feet to the 35-yard line. Well, we saw Johnson earlier. We thought go off the field. He's back out here, and now the Dolphins are going to take a timeout with 27 seconds to go.
All I can say is back up Willie Tullis and back up Don McNeil.
A lot of speed out there, and it's in motion right now. Marino with time. Lobs the pass to Carter over the middle at the 40. He'll go down at the 41.
Here in a second.
8 seconds, 7. Marino pumps once, now fires, completes the pass. Nat Moore, 36-yard line, 1 second to go. They got the timeout.
Of course, he almost made 58 yards in the beginning.
Boy, he nailed one earlier. It was just wide to the right by inches, but he had the wind at his back that time. 1 second to go in the first half, as you can see. Here's the snap. He drives it. Boy, it's no good. He had the distance again, even into that breeze. He had the distance, but it was wide to the left side, and twice Uwe von Schamann has just missed on long field goal attempts.
Well, those statistics show that it is an even game, and either team has got the momentum right now, and they can come out and score and win.
Emphatically telling his troops that you can't take this ball club lightly. They have good personnel. They're going to be hungry. They have nothing to lose. Here's Moriarty now. The single running back, and look at him bruise his way out across the 30, and there's a great individual effort.
Well, if you talked about a run, that's the exact point that I tried to make in the first half, is that Moriarty was trying to cut back up, cut inside.
Contest today. Here's again Dressel in motion. Moon back to throw, has time. This one's intercepted. Blackwood at the 43. Laterals the ball over on the far side. Blackwood made a lateral to William Judson, and the Dolphins have the football. Lead 7-0 early in the second half, and they're in Houston territory at the 40. Handoff. Bennett straight ahead, gets a tough 5 yards. Greg Bingham making the stop as Woody Bennett just put his head down off the right side and got 5 or 6. Now Marino elects to handle it out of the shotgun as he stands back at his own at the Houston 40-yard line, 5 yards deep. 4-man Houston rush. Ball poorly thrown that time. Duper out here on the near side with one-on-one coverage, but Marino got that one down. Early part of the season, then made 4 of 5 coming into this game. Doesn't hit this one well. This one is not hit well at all. That one didn't have a chance. As Stan Edwards has the blocking back in front of him, an obvious passing situation. Here's a delayed blitz, 5-man rush. Warren Moon for the first time today is sacked back at the 22-yard line. A.J. Dewey. And listen to the crowd respond to the pressure applied by Betters and Dewey. Dolphins on top 7-0 as we await the change of possession. Here's the kick, not a particularly impressive one. Taken on the far side by Walker at the 43-yard line across the 45. Gets only a couple of yards, and that's going to be it.
Well, James wanted a penalty that time as the The blocker rolled into him, but he didn't get it.
35-yard punt, a 4-yard return, 11:06 to play in the third period here in the Orange Bowl. That's the only score in this contest. Here's Bennett. Big hole. Inside the 40 to the 35-yard line. Woody Bennett just exploded through there before Carter Hartwig could pull him down at the 35 or 36-yard line. His longest had been 11 yards, but he got 19. And it's the longest run from scrimmage for the Dolphins this year. Here's Duper out of bounds, the 21-yard line. Brown bumping him out of bounds, picking up another quick 15 as Marino comes right back. Oh, we've seen a flag. At the 20-yard line, here's Carter, the rookie running back, getting a tough yard inside the 20 to about the 19. We understand that Tony Nathan, who we saw leave the game earlier, will not be back. Houston ball club that's been surprisingly tough. Marino backpedaling, looking over the middle, completes the pass, tight end Bruce Hardy at the 10-yard line, and Willie Tullis wrestles him out of bounds. And there's the penalty marker. It's a spot on the right side of the line. Pitch out, goes to Bennett. Look at the blocking. Touchdown, Dolphins. Penalty marker is down on the field, however. Got Jensen in at one of the tight ends. Over the middle, it's Duper. Duper circling, looking for running room, still on his feet, backpedaling. Now clear back to the 20, comes back to the 25, and hammered. Oh, was he leveled. It's one of next month's issues here this week following him. Spectacular play, but it resulted in a 2-yard loss. It's third down and goal. Miami out of the shotgun. Houston with a 4-man front, rushing 3 men. Marino with time, looks for the end zone. Touchdown! Mark Duper comes right back and gets the score. What an effort here, Dave Rowe.
Well, it's a great catch, but it's also a great throw. Look at that ball thrown in there. Right in between two covers. Duper, who got that hard hit just the play before, comes back to catch a 17-yard touchdown. But if he can't play in the NFL, nobody can.
Boy, a 14-0 lead as we'll take a look at the scoring play once again.
Well, you'll see what an excellent throw it is from this angle because it's right in between. You can see how it came right between the two defensive corners.
Have been all season long. Now the question becomes, can Warren Moon bring the Oilers back? Moriarty gets the first call. Right head gets about 4 yards. Bob Baumhauer once again sealing up the center of that defensive line. 5-yard line, second down. Trussell in motion, pitch out. Moriarty looking for room, finds it, first down out to the 31-yard line. And again, Moriarty with that ability to cut, which you were talking about a bit earlier, Dave, for the Oilers. Spin, the handoff once again. The ex-Notre Damer, Moriarty, muscling his way out to the 40-yard line. Smith in motion to the near side. Edwards, first down, out close to the 45-yard line. Create some points here against the Miami Dolphins. Moon wants to throw, completes the pass. Dressel at midfield.
And they can get right back into it if they get a score.
Well, that's what they've been able to do in the last few plays. Moriarty getting the call off the left side, and they had Schumacher and Steinkuhler on the right side. Bruce Matthews is the center. Warren Moon needs about 1.5 yards on this third down play. He steps back, flips the pass out here, complete to Edwards, has the first down inside the 40 and out of bounds at the 39. In terms of experience, they're the second youngest in the National Football League. Edwards again inside the 35. And Houston very impressive in this march. Moon with a longer count this time, taking the play action, flips the short pass. Jamie Williams, the tight end, at the 32-yard line. Tabbed in the draft last spring. There's movement in the line, and the play is still underway.
Wait a minute, they can't. There has to be a flag on that.
I can't believe that we didn't see a flag with all of that
flag,
movement.
but I can't believe it.
Somebody was in there, and we saw Turkey Walls tripped up in the backfield.
That Walls would have fallen down by himself.
Foul on the play, it's fourth down.
No foul, and
good.
fourth down. 39-yarder. Here's the kick. He's got enough foot. It's good.
Oh, boy.
The Oilers are on the board as Florian Kemp comes in and drills one from 49 yards out, and with 2 minutes to go in the third quarter, Houston finally breaks through.
Well, he had only kicked 2 out of 3, but he came through with 49 yards, and they're back in this ball game.
Ball tour, it all starts next Saturday on NBC Sports. Dolphins with a little razzle-dazzle. Carter with running room across the 20, slips outside, and look out. Here's Joe Carter on the loose to the 46-yard line, and a penalty marker is again down. Willie Tullis finally tripped him up after a gain of 33 yards. special mention as the recipient of the Fitzgerald Memorial Award prior to this game for his performance in training camp. And here you look at his open field running style as Joe Carter had the Oilers mumbling to themselves, but unfortunately the penalty negates a great effort. Field goal. But they have been in this ball game all day. Woody Bennett with some high stepping out across the 35. Carter Hartwick makes the stop, and Bennett flashing some style there. 6-yard line. Miami with the lead. Handoff goes to the big bruising backbeat. Johnson has the first down at about the 39-yard line. And penalty, 2nd and 6 now, as Miami has Jensen in motion from the near side. Handoff goes to Woody Bennett. Across the 45 for a couple of yards, and let's go now to our studios in New York. Game and a 99-yard interception return. Thank you, Ahmad. 47-yard line now. The Dolphins 3rd and 1. And the Oiler defense digging in now. They would love to be able to force a kicking situation right here. Just short of midfield. Handoff inside. Carter has the first down, and he's into Houston territory. And what he meant to this football team in his one short season with the Dolphins. Marino back to throw, almost tripped up, scrambling across midfield, going to hang on. He's fair game out there, and down he goes at the 46-yard line. Brazil coming up to make the stop. I beg your pardon, Johnny Meads. Statistician providing some interesting information about Marino's rushing statistics this year, but it's the passing game that has made this man feared. Jim Jensen, the intended receiver on that one, and Teddy Thompson putting the hammer on him, and now the punting situation comes up.
On the air when he gets it up there.
Yesterday out at practice, I could not believe a couple of times. That's a pretty routine kick there. Coaches with the fair catch at the 11-12 yard line. Penalty marker is down.
Oh boy, we're having
only
an argument.
33 yards. The hang time wasn't much, and we may have a roughing call. Yep. We'll make those kind of mistakes. Inside handoff inside the 40-yard line, and Carter again picking up a couple of yards. Brian Sosha is there along with Greg Bingham. See where the ball will be spotted at about the 36-yard line. Miami having turned the ball over only 7 times in the preceding 6 games as Marino dumps the pass out to Carter. Carter upended, still maintaining some balance that got him across the 35-yard line. Steve Brown and Bo Eason coming up there to make the tackle. Passes, one to Clayton, one to Duper. He's back to throw once again. He has time, looks over the middle. Wide open, Nat Moore, touchdown, Miami.
Certainly think so. Very gutty call here, but I was almost expecting it. 3rd down and 1 foot to go, 1 yard to go. Marino, a lot of confidence, throws it up to Nat Moore. And as you said, Nat Moore has indicated that he may retire after this season. And you know that's a big.
In the 4th quarter, 11-11 to play, and the Dolphins lead 21-3. Miami Dolphins all-time leader in receptions, Nat Moore, doing what he's done for so many years. His 2nd touchdown this year, the 57th of his career. The jubilation in the end zone as he now has equaled Larry Zonka as the all-time touchdown. Standing back at the 24-yard line, now backpedals to the 19, steps up in the pocket and throws. Man wide open. It's Nat Moore again, this time in Houston territory, and what a job Marino continues to do. 3rd injury that put him on the sidelines and had him limping going into the playoffs against Seattle that they lost. Handing off here to Carter. Carter to the 40-yard line, and Bingham again on. Just when it looked like Houston might be able to force the turnover and get the football back for these final minutes, Marino comes up with a big play. 124 yards, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions, on the ground. Here's Carter now, and Carter to the 26-yard line. As Joe Carter with lots of playing time today. Miami 1st and 10 once again. Impressive stats from Marino today, and this young man looking strong. Look at this run by Carter. He'll break it and score. They've scored on the ground. Marino 3 times through the air. Now Carter from 25 yards for the touchdown that makes it 28-3. Stay with us. Oilers, lowest scoring average per game in the league, have generated only 3 points today. Here's Jamie Williams on the receiving end out to the 35-yard line.
You got to throw up one of these to Walls or Smith or someone like that just to keep them honest. All we're seeing is 8 and 10-yard passes, 5, 6-yard passes, and That's not going to get it.
Throwing underneath the zone that time. It's Chris Dressel, the second-year Stanford back, out of bounds across the way. Dressel, the motion of H-back to the near side as Moon fires to the far side. Jamie Williams again on the receiving end. Looks like he has the first down at the 46. You know, you can't take all of the ifs, but Houston has done some things very well in this ball game today. Steve Bryant trying to stay on his feet as we're inside 3 minutes, just across midfield. Will Judson making the stop. It's only 131 yards, and when you figure that out on an average per pass, it's not too long. Heavy pressure, got this one away down deep, and making the reception again is Williams inside the 20. Penalty marker is down. Tortoise then moves away, and Moon sets up, throws to Dressel at the 9-yard line. On his feet, great fake. Touchdown, Chris Dressel. Lyle Blackwood went for the fake, couldn't make the stop, and Chris Dressel is in for a Houston score. Elway in his days at Stanford.
Now, he was the man in motion. You'll see the effort he makes here. Now, Lyle's one-on-one. He thinks he's going back quite a cut right there, and Lyle can't get back, and he's pounding the dirt.
Quick throw here, straight or 9 yards. It goes to Dressel for the touchdown, and with 2:38 to go.
5 years.
Miami with the lead, 28-10. Hand off to Carter. Carter with more than 80 yards rushing, adding impressively to the total now as he cruises out across the 45. Penalty marker being thrown here, just short of midfield. Carter, those totals that we were talking about up there in excess of 90 yards. Again, we'll go back to that 33-yarder that was called back. He would have a spectacular afternoon with those numbers. I mean, not to diminish what he's already accomplished. The fact that that's the most they've been penalized this year, and that total seems to be growing, even though they're sitting on a pretty good-sized lead. Here's Carter again, across midfield, and still spinning his way to the 45-yard line, and the hometown fans love it. Bo Eason and Brian Caldwell finally making the tackle. And I tell you, these Dolphin fans here, they haven't had too many opportunities. This team has been on the road 7 of the last 9 weeks. There's for us. We appreciate your help, gentlemen. And, of course, all the ladies and gentlemen in our great support crew here at the Orange Bowl as we watch Pete Johnson still on his feet. Look at the big guy go to work inside the 40, and he shows you some determination.
3 or 4 games. We just kind of found ways to win.
Strock handing off to Johnson, and the big guy just powering straight ahead. He is like the Sherman tank coming straight at you inside the 30. Johnny Meads finally wrapping him up. Also in there you saw the 31, Jeff Donaldson.
And they've got a chance in the future to win.
Johnson again, the ball carrier, inside the 25, possibly to the 24, and that may be the one that will do it here. Looks like we're just going to let things run on down. You watch the counts, and the fans here in the Orange Bowl begin to chant along as we hear the final gun, and it's over in Miami. Don Shula, who has his 220th regular season victory. 7-0 season, coming over to have a couple of words with Hugh Campbell across the way, and the man who is the 3rd winningest coach among the great names that have coached in the NFL through all of the years, with some words of consolation for this man who still seeks his first victory in the National Football League. And you know what's coming. You know that they're going to get there. Dan Marino had that fantastic afternoon, 25 of 32, 321 yards, 3 touchdowns. Warren Moon tried to rally his ball club. They were able to march impressively a couple of times, but nonetheless, you saw the graphic. 22 consecutive games away from the Astrodome. This team has come up short. And you see that you came up 18 short, 28-10, our final score here in the Orange Bowl today.